Okay. Hello. Happy Thanksgiving.
Are we really recording?
I'm in my kitchen and it's
I guess we are.
Thanksgiving and we're going to make some treats. This is my friend Dan. Dan the man. He's the Health Crusader.
Rebel Health Crusader.
So he's going to help me because he knows a lot more than I do. And so today we're going to make two dishes. The first thing we're going to make is pesto. And I've never made this. This is kind of off the cuff. I've got some basil. So we're going to put that in the...
And cilantro. We can put cilantro in there for pesto. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
One of the great things about cilantro is it's a natural chelating agent. So what does that mean? It actually takes heavy metals out of the body. And you can use, in pesto, you can use cilantro, you can use basil. I've heard people using arugula. My favorite is to combine cilantro and basil. So we'll put some cilantro in, right?
That's purely a coincidence.
That's more than a coincidence, right?
That's karma, or...
Yeah.
No.
Is it
Kismet.
karma?
It's kismet.
Kismet karma?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a nice, big, beautiful head. Okay, clean it.
So she's going to clean it.
And the other thing that we're going to make is we're going to make eggless egg salad.
We'll do that on a separate video, though, right?
Do we need to do that in a separate
video?
Yeah,
let's do that in a separate
video.
video.
We can just do it all, well, I guess so.
Keep the videos short. People like short videos, right?
Not with me.
Well,
okay, do we need all of this?
You're pretty exciting. What I would do is I would open it up.
Okay.
Open it up first because it has a tie on it.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm letting the viewers see what we're doing here. This is a cooking show, right? Or this is a prep show, not cooking. We don't cook.
Okay, and what I would do, first of all, I just want to show you that we're going to, you see how we have the stems and then we have the leaves? You can put the stems in, but then it gets more fibrous. But it's best if you just pull off the leaves.
Okay.
And then if you want to have the thinner stems, that's okay. But I just pull that off and then I put it in the blender.
Okay.
And just pull it off.
Okay,
and then put it in the blender.
So are we having...
So that's what I do, and you don't have to make a big deal out of it, because if you have some stems on the end, it's not as thick. I just pull it off and I put it in the blender. It's simple. Don't make it.
It smells so good.
Doesn't it? I love the smell of cilantro.
Me too.
Oh, it's so awesome.
It
has like this refreshing, cooling smell about it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
In fact, I think cilantro is one of the more cooling herbs. It has like a coolingness around it, like lemon is cooling. Cinnamon is more warm, right? It has a warm. Ginger, warm. Cardamom, warm. Cloves, warm.
Oh, okay. I never thought about spices in terms of warm and...
You know, it has a warmth quality or cooling quality. Peppermint, warm or cool?
Cool.
Exactly.
Because when you suck it, you go...
Yeah. So you're good at this already.
So, do you think that's enough?
I think that's
like a nice big fat handful.
You work pretty quickly. I don't know how you did that so fast.
Okay, so what else do you think we need? I've got
some water.
Okay.
Some fresh water, clean water.
Do you think we need to blend all of these things together at the same time?
That's what I do.
Okay.
But you can do whatever you want.
So I've got some. What do you call these things?
Soaked cashews.
Soaked cashews, and I'm going to take the water off. They've been soaking just probably about a half an hour. Just to fatten them up, make them a little juicy, and I'm going to rinse them one more time. Well, those are for the egg salad.
You want to tell people what the purpose of soaking is?
Well, I know what it is for the dark nuts, but I'm not so sure about the light nuts.
Well, I bet it's the same answer.
Well, for the dark nuts, it's to get the enzyme inhibitors off.
Okay.
The nut, and to make it easier to digest.
And what about for cashews?
And for what I've heard with the lighter nuts is that it gets some of the fat off of the nut. Do you know that to be true or not?
No, I don't know, but I would think that...
Are you showing me up on my show, Dan?
No, I'm just trying to make it as informative. I'm trying to show you off on the show.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? Please don't confuse people and me.
Okay, so tell me about it.
Let's just leave it at that.
Well, I mean, you got to give me some information.
Well, I would say that it helps in the sprouting process of making it more of a living type of nut, so that it can germinate and it becomes healthier and you can absorb it better.
Oh,
how's
see,
that?
That's very important. I needed to know that. Salt?
You know, I like to add that stuff at the end, but you know, you could do it if you already have some experience making it. Then
I don't. I've never made this before.
Okay, you could put a little bit of salt in if you want. Do you have some good quality salt?
I do. And water?
Yeah. I wouldn't put any water in there.
Okay.
yet.
So how am I
I
gonna?
would,
I've got my plunger.
I would use the plunger. And why you have a hole in your plunger?
I don't know.
You just got this
I
thing.
just got it.
How is there a hole in here?
I don't know.
This is not good, folks.
You turned off my.
I didn't turn it off.
No, it's still going. Okay.
All right.
Do you think that's enough?
We'll find out. We taste it later.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. But you might want to order another one of these from Vitamix because
That's all going to get in my food.
exactly.
I was very upset to see that, and I'm not sure how that happened.
Okay, well
We'll talk about it
we'll
more
talk about
off
it after the
camera.
video.
But
You weren't playing with this in a particular way, were you?
no.
Okay. All right. All right. So
The
now.
only way I play with it is by plunging.
Okay. Well.
Okay. So
Well,
low?
you must have done it with the top off.
No, never.
Okay.
Never.
Let's get to the. Do you want to? Okay. Go.
So I've got it on variable at a low speed because I think since there's no liquid in there, that's the way I'm going to do this.
Well, there is a little liquid on the bottom.
Well, I guess I'm going to wash it.
You want to do this? Or you want me to?
Yeah, you're doing it very well.
Okay. You want to tell people what we're doing? Like I'm turning the speed up.
Okay, so we've got it on the variable speed. Right now at about 6.
Okay. What I think we need is a little bit of water. And
Right.
A little bit of warm water. Do you have any warm water?
Okay, let's try some warm water.
Basically, what we want to do is we're adding a little bit of water because we want to make a pesto type consistency. Too much water is going to make it too liquidy, and not enough water is going to make it too thick. So we're going to add a little bit of water, and it's kind of like a chemistry experiment. Garlic? So Jennifer wanted to use this pre-made stuff. It's so easy to use regular garlic cloves. Why bother using something like this when you're gonna mash it anyway, so just throw the clove in. In fact, let's throw two or three in.
If I'm making a dish where I'm not using the Vitamix, then this is easy. That's why I have this.
Go. Okay. All right, too bad I don't have my pesto recipe here. There's 3 salts that I recommend, and I think it's in this order. First of all, Himalayan salt, number 1. Number 2, could be Celtic sea salt. Number 3, real salt.
You know what
Redmond's real salt can easily be gotten in Whole Foods, and you go gourmet shop. Redmond's real salt is a very good salt.
I have tried kelp, which I use sometimes for salt flavor. Do you want to try some of that?
We could, but I wouldn't put it in here yet.
No.
Okay. All right. Are you ready to taste this, Jennifer?
Yes, I am.
You know how in the recipes when they make them on TV, it's always so good.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest.
You think they're full of it?
I've seen some people go. But
well,
I think this
you
is
might
gonna
do
taste
that
good.
now.
No way. This is gonna be good.
All right, go ahead, go for it. Because I certainly don't want to taste it.
I'm not gonna taste
Taste
it off that. Why don't you want to taste it? You
No.
made it.
What is it? Come on,
It's
honestly.
good, but it needs salt.
We need salt, and you know what I like to do? At the very end, because we're blending, I like to put some olive oil in there. A really good high quality olive oil.
Olive oil.
What are you talking about? Was I
We
supposed
should
to bring
have
olive oil?
from the beginning.
I know, but no. I like to put it at the end because oils are fragile. And so therefore I like to blend in the oil at the very end on low speed. I don't want the high speed.
I totally agree with you.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'll whip it up too much.
It'll whip it up too much, yes. But we do need some more salt, right?
Right.
Okay.
But we can also put that in without, I don't think that it needs to be blended at all anymore. I think we could just.
How much salt do we need? A lot?
Yeah.
See?
But it is good.
This is why, folks, this is why it's good to have a recipe.
Well, this is called experimenting. I would rather do this than
We'll call
take
this
somebody
Jennifer's
else's-
Intuitive Pesto.
Exactly.